Coach, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what Duncan Robinson has done for the Heat, just sort of his story and his rise to where he is now with them.
You know, it's an amazing story because I'm not exactly sure of how he ended up there, whether he was on a two-way or whatever it was, but, you know, the guy hit 10 threes three nights ago, and one of the best three-point shooting performances I've seen ever in a game, and helped them win in overtime. And so he had a big one last night late that got them right there within a possession. And you know, it's another example of how well Miami does developing guys too. You know, you look at him, you look at Nunn. I mean, you know, it's great. It's great development. It's great resourcefulness. Great coaching, and you know, those guys are very, very good players.
Rick, you guys play the top 5 teams in the East over the next 9 days. What do you hope to learn from your team? What do you hope to learn about your team during that period of time?
Well, we just got to keep working at getting better. It's really, you know, as far as a 5-game stretch of schedule, it probably as demanding a stretch as we have all year. I haven't analyzed the whole thing super closely, but it's you know, it's all physical teams. It's all teams that are playing very well. It's all teams with you know, an assortment of problems to deal with. Everything from, you know, great players like Butler, and then Antetokounmpo, you know, to Boston's, you know, group of guys with Walker and Tatum and Brown, and then you know, Philly with Embiid, and then Toronto, you know, with Pascal, and you know, Lowry's back now, and so, and they're, you know, a lot of them, 3 of those are on the road, so it's a really good test, and we'll find out plenty.
Rick, aside from Pop, you and Spoelstra are the longest tenured coaches, hired a month apart in 08. Why do you think he's been able to sustain the amount of success that he has, especially 5 years removed from LeBron and Wade and Bosh and all that?
Because he does a great job. That's the number one reason. You know, Miami is a great franchise with great ownership. You know, Mr. Harrison is one of the best owners, you know, along with Mark. And you know, Mr. Holt in San Antonio. I mean, you know, to be able to have runs like this, you've got to have great owners that are super smart and ahead of the curve. And these three franchises have them.
Hey, Rick.
Oh, and we've also had great players too. That's another important part of it.
Hey, Rick.
Rick, I know this is going to be a moment for you, but for us, this is our first night we're going to see Doncic this year. Could you describe for us the difference between him? Obviously great last year as Rookie of the Year, but this year he's playing like he's on a different planet. What has changed for him from one year to the next?
Well, he's gotten better in virtually every area. He's in phenomenal condition this year. You know, he was in good shape last year, but you know, you learn an awful lot in your first year in the NBA, and he was really driven this offseason, and frankly, you know, our team's different. It's more well suited to the style that we play and he plays, and I think that's enhanced things as well. So, but he's worked extremely hard. I mean, he's every part of his game has gotten better, from defense to shooting to playmaking to reading situations, and you know, the numbers bear it out. You know, the team's been playing well. That's certainly a big part of it.
Coach Luka has been the talk of the NBA. How do you think he handles all this craziness that's happening around him?
He handles it very well. He's very calm. You know, when he talks after games, he's very thoughtful and very honest. And let's be honest, he's he's been through this for a lot of years now, getting a lot of attention and getting this kind of experience, dealing with the different press outlets, different kinds of media, everything from, you know, the biggest outlets in Europe to the biggest ones here. So he was born to do this, you know, and he's just he's done phenomenally well. And as you saw the other night in Mexico City, you know, he's a great ambassador to the game too. You know, with getting the microphone and all that stuff and speaking in the native language. So it's a phenomenal young man.
Hey there, NBA fans. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe at Fanatics View down below.